Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JCT TV. I am Joe Carroll, Joe Carroll, according to Papa T. On my right, I have the infamous JDX. On my left, I have Henson Rosemond. And first of all, I want to give a shout out to Big Al, who's making all this happen so that you guys can partake of this show. And also for Mike, who opens the doors for us, lets us in here. And let's get this show on the road. First of all, thanks for tuning in to everybody. Our topic today, which we will try to cover in depth, is commitment and practicality. Commitment and practicality. So let's see where this goes, because these two words to me, I'm going to really have to think about it, and I'm hoping I can jump off of what these two gentlemen have to say, especially with the word practicality. So anybody want to start it off?
Let me just give it a try.
All right.
Because I truly believe to commit is a sign of dedication and a sign of determination, because every one of us have to have something to commit to, especially if you're a family, a husband with children. What is your purpose in their life when you commit yourself to your wife to spend the rest of your life with her? It's a commitment. And I truly see it in a manner that it's something that is very meaningful to commit to something that is very purposeful. Because in commitment, it takes a lot of dedication and a lot of endurance.
Endurance, yeah,
to
definitely.
Stick to the point or to the goal of whatever you plan to achieve. And I will say that commitment to me is a very deep and inspiring word, because I also am a dedicated man also. I commit myself to whatever I do, because I'm driving all the way from Hartford, scout for wonderful people that I see that have talent to bring on this show. And I'm so happy to see that Mr. Rosemond is one of the few of the people that have been taken down here. And so I will say commitment to me is a very good it's a wonderful task, and it's not everybody that can be committed, because it's a responsibility that takes a lot of dedication.
Do you think that it's something that can be taught to children by their parents? Or you said that not everybody can be committed in the best way. As the concept of love.
That's the fact. And Mr. Rosemond, what do you want to comment on this?
There is one line which is in the Bible that says, what you sow, what you reap. It's a universal law. It's being practiced in everything. Doesn't matter what it is. Whatever you put, the way you make your bed, your lie is the same thing. Yeah. And that particular line, if you reference it to commitment, if you make a commitment, you have to be practical about the way you use that commitment.
Because no matter what you do, in the end, you'll get the result.
Yes.
But
it's like planting a garden. You know, you sow seeds, you plant the garden, you got to clean it, you got to water it, there must be a commitment. And if you don't nurture it, you can't get there. So it's a universal, it's part of the universal law, a commitment. What you sow, what you reap.
So is that the practical aspect of the word commitment? The fact that, okay, take the garden or raising children, right?
You're right.
You have to nurture, you have to water the garden, you have to feed it, you have to do all that kind of stuff. That's the practical aspect of it?
That's the practical aspect of it.
Okay, good, because I've had a hard time with that word practicality.
Practicality.
I didn't know how to relate
so
it.
that's the practical part we're supposed to discuss, right?
It also goes into, let's take something which is very common, like somebody who's obese. And you say to them, listen, this is what you're supposed to have every day as a diet. You use fruits, etc. And they said, okay, I do it one day, and they're not committed to it. But if you're committed to it, what happens is the practical aspect of it is doing it every day.
The exercising the willpower.
You will get
the
results.
Yes. And starting with small steps can help in the commitment and help.
Which we will turn on to Papa T to close up the segment of today.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to kick off by thanking the CEO of JDX Productions, none other than Danny. I also want to thank Joe Carroll. They did a wonderful and outstanding job on the roundtable. And to my left, I have the pleasure of actually being able to sit here and powwow for a couple of minutes with the outstanding Henson Roseman. How are you today?
It's my pleasure meeting you, sir.
Outstanding, outstanding. It was a pleasure to actually see you and to hear you actually commenting on the concept of commitment and practicality, right? And some of the things that you said, what I gathered as the foundation of what you committed to that subject was cultivation.
Very true.
That cultivation is the binding word between those two words, commitment and practicality. I want you to respond on that, and then we can go a little deeper.
In everything in this life, you must cultivate it.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't matter what.
Indeed.
You work one good year, you make a decision. You
Okay.
buy something like a house
Okay.
that changes your life forever. One good year, that's all you need.
Okay.
You cultivate it. Then the commitment starts. Then the practicality is how you run things and what you make it to be.
Wow. You know, that's beautiful because now you're talking my language because I believe in prosperity, success, and abundance.
Right.
Right? And that's what I profess on this planet, right? I believe in constant and never-ending improvement. Everything is about growth.
That's
So
correct.
cultivation being the foundation of growth,
That's
right?
correct.
And commitment, right? And the practicality of that commitment.
That's right.
Right? It's actually what gives you the energy and the force to move forward, to
That's
bring
correct.
these things into fruition and manifest it into reality.
That's correct.
Right?